Hello, everybody, and welcome to Purgatory. I have with me a special guest, Nailah, here. So thank you, Nailah, for joining.
Hi, so glad to be here. It's been fun getting
Fuck
things
yeah.
getting things together. This is my first time seeing the Wi-Fi work, actually. So yeah, it's fun things all around.
It's a miracle. And give us a little explanation of kind of who your character is.
Right, so my name is Patty. Um, I'm born and bred in West Virginia. Uh, I know what you're thinking, inbred. No, I'm right on the outskirts, out there on Charleston and things like that. And, I'm just your average. I liked tobacco. My daddy had a tobacco farm. And besides that, I'm just really interested in kajus and things like that because, one thing you're never safe from is, the crater, the equator opening up and a kaiju coming right up and swallowing you and your family. So, as safe as you think you are, you're not safe enough to escape that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm pretty passionate about that. Just waiting for the 2025 kaiju to pop up. It's a pretty special time. Otherwise, yeah, just your average mom. I do my best. Keep my kids away from what I can keep them away from, and know, I go when I go, and that's why I'm on here. You know.
Perfect. Well, let's see where Patty ends up.
What do you mean there's a naked mother in the bathrooms of the pool? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Mary Beth. Mary Beth, do you understand that there's kids who attend here too? Oh, you think this is a game? You think it's a game? All right, all right. All right. Back to the shallow pool for my babies. Go on. One and two and three. Timothy, get the hell out. Get the hell out right now. All right, Mary Beth. I know you think this is a game. I know you think this is fun for you. This is a children's pool, okay? This is one pool for the whole town, all right? There's middle schoolers and elementary babies here, and I will not have you with your badge out. I will not have it. You think you're gonna put your hands on me? Timothy, out! What the hell is this? Oh,
Hi. Hi. Hi.
oh, oh, Mary Beth, you sneaky bitch.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, who is Mary Beth?
oh, she's just a cunt. Uh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Have you seen three bald-headed babies around here?
Uh,
Just
no.
thinning and blonde?
Hi, I'm so sorry. My name is Gavin, and you are dead.
Oh, hell. Oh, all right. That's you got a lot. You got a lot. I need a cigarette.
Oh, we don't need you don't need cigarettes and
Oh, you're one of those.
we're,
You're one of those tree hugger types. All right. All right.
well,
All
no, I you physically don't need anything here. You're in the afterlife.
Does that cost money or?
No, no, you're th this is purgatory. So, okay, here, what's going on is you have just died. And now I am here to interview you and see where the rest of your eternity should be.
Oh, this is like one of them you meet the big guy in their scales kind of deals.
Oh, well, I'm not the big I'm just a employee of Purgatory.
Oh, I can tell you look like a bird, and it's fine.
Okay. Well, we so I do have to do my job here. So I'm gonna do a quick 25 minutes to interview you. That's all my boss has told me I can do. Um, but so I'll start now. Tell me who are you?
Oh. All right, just like any other day. All right, the name is Patty. I work at your local Waffle House. I've got 3 kids. That's Connie, Tanner, Natalie. All right. They're not triplets, but they're all popped out in the same year. It's pretty cantankerous in my part of the woods. I'm from West Virginia. Uh just out there in the Charleston area, out there in the boonies. Just south. Just south. Let's see a little bit about me. Just been working for all my life really. You know, my daddy used to work in the mines and mother used to be a nurse, and I do my best for my kids. I really do. You caught me at a bad time. I won't lie to you. You know, it's been a difficult time, tax break season, and I just wanted to get my babies to the pool. Natalie, Tyner, Connor, and it it was fine. Things were going well, but damn, goddamn Mary Beth, goddamn Mary Beth, she lost her faculties a few years ago in an aerosol event, and she thinks that she's just fine to go wherever she wants, and she doesn't remember her decorum. She forgets it at the house, and she came out with her bundas available for all to see. And I've got 3 babies, and I said I will not have that, Mary Beth. And so I tried to, you know, as in the Bible, I tried to slay her, and suddenly there's a poof of smoke, and then there's a white man with his clavicles all out in front of me, and that's fine, Gavin, if that is your real name. Um, but yeah, I try to be a noble mother. I really do. You know, my babies are smart. Okay, they're so smart. They know how to program TV remotes, universal remotes. Okay, well, they're just so bright to those babies, and I can't imagine leaving them alone like this in a poof of smoke next to Mary Beth and her bosom's out. Goddamn. I'm sorry, I'm getting away from myself. What was the question?
It's quite, I think you answered it perfectly. I just want to know a little bit kind of about who you are. And I do have one question about that. So clearly you care a lot about your family. Um, I I do remember you saying you had 3 kids in the same year, but they weren't triplets. Could you tell me how that's possible from just from what I know about human biology? It's a little hard.
Yeah. So the thing about me, I've got a type. I've got a type, and the type comes within a certain tax bracket. The wealthiest family in West Virginia, the Braxtons.
Of course, yeah.
So I just knew from a young age that I had to get in there. You know, I don't got nothing special about me. I'm just one black bean and a bowl of rice. And I just knew my babies had to get out of that Chesapeake, Charleston area. And so I met the Braxtons one weekend on a Van Go bus, and I just showed my charm, you know. The one thing about my family, the Patty lineage has got a big old Bunda. So I couldn't fit in the bus seat, per usual, per usual. Tried to get into a bus seat, landed on a man, frail, fragile like a bird. I'm sure you can relate. And from there, the Braxtons just have been enamored with me. It's been difficult marrying into money, especially West Virginian money. Thing about them is that they're so wealthy because of the hunt. I don't know if you're familiar.
I'm not. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yep. So every few years, every 5 years, there seems to be a sort of a hunt out in West Virginia for the brightest and biggest bundas. Just
And
all the hmm?
Bunda, a Bunda, a
Yeah,
bounty?
a bunda. So that is a derriere. That is a hind court. That is just to say a big fat ass.
Uh-huh.
And you know, we're not sexualizing the babes or anything. We're not doing that. We're not doing that out here, but we've got a lineage to protect the Braxtons. So they'll do is they'll get the biggest and brightest from the middle schools, and they'll put them into a sort of Hunger Games. And it's not like your regular Katniss Everdeen. It's more like a genuine hunger. You know, they got the coal mines out there. They'll send the babies right into the coal mines, and they'll have them test their survival skills. And yeah, you just get put into the lottery a couple extra times. It's kind of like you get tickets based on the Bunda, based on the family lineage. And my family's been
So
big in the Bunda area for years, and big in the farming industry out there in the Virginias. So
so would I be correct to summarize this to say that there is a family in West Virginia that finds middle schoolers with the fattest asses and has them compete in a Hunger Games style coal mine expedition to see who will reproduce. Am I hearing that correct?
yeah, yeah, you're hearing that right. And it's not so much about the middle schoolers' ass; it's about their family's ass. Ass is
Okay, so
big. It's a big currency out there in the Virginias. The reason for is because the Mountaineers, the Mountaineers, there's wildlife out there. There's bears, there's mountain lions, there's racists, and the Bunda, the bigger the Bunda, the family Bunda, you've got a better predisposition to, to ward off uh attacks, so to speak. So the families with the lesser Bunda will often come in and try to like Wichita. That's just a little slang for you. They're trying to whackatash
uh-huh.
the biggest Bunda family. But it's not like we're sexualizing the middle schoolers. We got strict laws about that. Strict laws.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now were you saying that you were picked for these games?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Way back in what was it? Oh. Oh yeah, way back in 83. Oh,
803?
no, 83, 83,
Oh,
not
80.
803.
Okay.
2003 was a different year. Different year.
Hmm.
That was post Bush.
Hmm.
So they actually had different responsibilities for us West Virginians around that time. Post 9/11, it was difficult out there, but we got through. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see here too. I don't know if this would help in that selection process or if this is just a different thing altogether. But I see on your profile that at one point in time you did grow tentacles.
Yep. So that was after the thing about West Virginia is that they take you on these field trips when
Uh-huh.
you're a babe, right? And they take you just around the natural habitats and things like that. They got the New River Gorge.
Uh-huh.
Disgusting. You will grow something on your body if you step a foot into that water. You will.
What are some of the things people have grown?
Mm, goddamn warts. Okay. Goddamn triplets.
You can
Goddamn
grow.
third cheeks. All right. Cynthia Thomas, third grade, she got a third cheek getting into that New River Gorge, thinking that she could swim and fish.
Where did the third cheek grow?
It was a front cheek, and we never let her live it down.
Okay.
Yep. Just, you would, I just, it's just where you would think that there would be a Mons. There's just a big fat cheek.
Oh, so it was like a butt cheek.
It's like a tricycle. It's just like a big, big, big wheeler. Just a big third wheel in her front puss.
Gotcha.
hmm And that was difficult for her. That was rough for her. So,
I can imagine.
yeah. And so I grew up all my life. Don't you get in that dirty water because that dirty water will make you grow tentacles, make you grow a third eye, make you grow a third bunda. And you don't need that. They don't like three bundas out here. They just want two good ones. And then they put you in the wrap. Oh, sorry. There goes my microphone again. They don't like me talking about the bundas.
Yeah, it's I mean, I know that when you die, like we give you very limited equipment to work with, so that's on our bad too. We do have
Yeah.
uh quadrillions of beings doing this every second. So
That's rough. So do you guys sanitize this between takes or? You just
Uh,
expect old Patty to just have this new COVID variant.
well, there is no such thing as sickness here
Hmm.
in not in purgatory. Nothing bad or good really it is here. So you're not gonna get sick, but you're also not gonna um orgasm.
What the hell?
Well, this is just a temporary sitting place. It like if you go to an interview for a job, you're not gonna orgasm there.
You don't know Patty. Because
Have
what
you?
the hell are you talking about? I mean, I've popped out three triplets, and I thought that my family's always talked about the big Bunda beyond. I mean, you're telling me you go to Christ-like places, and you don't sploosh any?
Well, you can go to afterlives where there are orgasms, yes. But this is just where you get placed, right?
Okay, and so you just get placed here, you don't get poked here, and that's why you don't sploosh.
It this is more like a loading screen than it is the
Mm.
game.
All right. Well, I've handled a lot of loads in my life. I just want you to know that I'm ready for whatever's on the other side of this. I just don't think that it's fair for me to work all my life and push out three goddamn 10, 20 pound babies, goddamn fat
Uh-huh.
ass, just big
Yeah.
fetuses, and not get a fun afterlife. I mean, I was not celibate. Obviously, I had three fat babies, but I definitely deserve to sploosh in the afterlife. If there was a tally or anything, I want you to put Patty on the other side. Just put Patty on the other side of the big old dam.
Yeah, well we will see where you end up. You might end up in an afterlife where you get a lot of bunda, as you say,
Mm.
or good puss puss. Or you might be able to get railed by the largest cock imaginable.
Oh, wow.
Or you could be put in a place where you never see another human again and aren't allowed to pleasure yourself.
Oh, hell. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that is a form of hell.
Is that based on, oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Is
I mean,
that based on,
these are extremes.
they are extremes. I mean, it's either Mormon or I mean, massive, gargantuan cock for the rest of my afterlife.
Well, there's a lot of in between.
I'm not fond of Mormons, so if that helps your decision making any.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. Um, I do see here that you are very fond of tall people.
Yes. Now that I just don't know what the tally looks like on your end, but I am fond of them. I do. The thing is that growing up in West Virginia, things happen. Me and my buds, we just used to do whatever we could for entertainment, and that's not always good for us. But one year I remember we found these just aerosol hairspray cans, and we just huffed them, just, and
Uh-huh.
I think since then I've just had a thing about trees, um and anything above 6'4", I'll climb it like a tree. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here. I just don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Well,
But
you've
yeah,
already called somebody a cunt, so
all right. I didn't know you were keeping score like that, Gavin. I've got a couple of cunts left in me if you want one. I mean, hell, it's just,
a couple?
it's just simple country folks speak. I mean, you don't have to make a big thing out of it. I mean,
Oh no,
geez,
I,
not
I,
like she was being couth.
I'm sorry, I wasn't. I will say it is literally my job to keep score of things.
Oh, big
But
numbers boy, are we? Big numbers guy, huh?
well, I have your entire file of everything you've ever done.
All right.
Um, how when you were born, how you were born, how you died, when you died, all that stuff.
Oh, okay, so you're plotting. You're a plotter. Just like Mary Beth, goddamn, thinking you can get away with things.
No, I was it had I'm not plotting. I'm trying to decide the best place for everybody to go in the afterlife.
Well, I mean, I pray. I pray every time before I go to Golden Corral. I pray in the middle of the Costco, that they don't find the things that are not on my receipt in my buggy. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know if that'll help you tally, Gavin, but I just need you to know I'm a God-fearing woman. I mean, I try and keep that receipt from Costco employees and the Lord.
Yeah, I do see that on here. I feel like I should mention to you because it doesn't seem like you necessarily know how you passed away. Mary Beth Joe did not have anything to do with your death.
Oh, I would have thought that seeing her naked cooter in front of my three babes would have took me the hell out.
No,
I
well,
just,
it was kind of something that happened like 20 minutes beforehand, and it just kind of like had an aftershock. It,
uh,
it says here that you heard the funniest joke in the world. And then after a while, it was too much and you had a heart attack.
oh, oh, damn. I did hear a funny one.
Well,
Funny.
the funniest.
Yeah. And then I saw Mary Beth and I just got sidetracked. I mean, I think I know what you're talking about. That joke was so funny it caused internal bleeding. I'll bet. And I probably just sunk right to the floor after I tore Mary Beth a new one for putting her fresh fried Cooper cooter in front of my babes. Um, yeah.
You were screaming a lot when you came in here.
Yeah. It it was fun. I won't lie. I won't lie. It was funny. It was a good one. I'll tell you what it is. If you want to know, I'll tell you what it
I would
is.
I would love to know, yeah.
Now, thing about me is I've always liked a good potty joke. I really have. A good that's what she said, a good shit is the punchline. I like one of those.
Yeah, of course.
I grew up in shit. I know shit. West Virginia is rough. It's a lot of sewage, open lines, and things like that. But too, but what got me is they got this one joke. It just goes, what do you call prehistoric pussy?
What?
A vaginosaur. Roar.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, and that one just got me because I mean, come on.
and it was raw, not Rex.
Hmm. I
Vasine
mean,
Vaginosaurus Rex.
vaginosaur. I mean, I guess you could make it a Rex. Never heard about a Rex. I mean, just from
Oh,
West
okay.
Virginia. Vaginosaur.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. I'm glad that you loved that joke so much.
Yeah. It's just funny to me because I mean, isn't it just so silly? Mary Beth is not a youthful pigeon, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
And so to just go in there and see her beef jerky puss after hearing about, prehistoric puss, which is just so hilarious to me. And I just I probably couldn't breathe on the top of that and trying to pile drive her
Mm-hmm.
just because she did expose herself in front of my kids, and that was not cool. That was not all right, despite the dementia and whatever fun men she's got down there. It's not my business really. It's not my joy to seek out, but I
Hmm.
did think that was funny, and I did probably stop breathing in the time that I thought that that was hilarious, and then I tried to try to incapacitate Mary Beth.
Yeah, of course. And I do see. one more thing. We are starting to run out of time, but I do want to try and get the full story of your life and all the good and bad that you've done. I see here that you have been a smuggler of items into another country. Um, could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yep, yep. I did. I did smuggle a few drugs into Portugal,
Mm-hmm.
and that was rough. That was rough because I consider myself to be a petite woman, and they had fat kilos of, you know, whatever you name it, really. I
Yeah.
mean, Percocet, Molly Percocet. I had that. Fentanyl, not to be confused with Rihanna's line of Fenty.
Of
Mm.
course.
Uh, had cocaine, not crack. Very important distinction. Crack is whack. It is cheap, and I will not have it inside of me, despite my brief moonlight as a drug mule. And the reason for that is just because of there's just a lot of there's just a lot of railroad in West Virginia.
Yes, of course.
And, that Continental Railroad is actually very lucrative. Um, they used to call it the cotton trade, not to not to get weird on here, but they used to call it that. And it's just about transporting good pure product.
Of course, of course.
And so I did that most of my life. I moonlighted in about what was that? Got probably 88 as a go-go dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I consider that to be one of the best times of my life.
How would you say that?
As a go-go dancer, it's just very fun. It's just very lucrative. Got to meet a lot of celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I got to meet Will Smith. So fun.
Yeah.
Strong hands. I saw that slap coming a mile away. I got to meet Exhibit from Pimp My Ride. I'm the one who said, "You have you ever thought about making those wheels keep spinning?" I'm the one who suggested that.
Wow.
Um, I met Patti LaBelle. I said, "Have you thought about putting your foot in those pies?" Um, I met Taraji P. Henson. I said, "Have you thought about putting lemon juice in your mouth before you do scenes?" She always looks so pensive, so just sour puss, and I,
What's
I
the
influenced
changing for?
that. Yeah, and then I've got long calves, and so that's perfect for go-go dancing. So it was just a really good time in my life.
Yeah, I mean it sounds like a great time. We do only have about a minute and a half left of this, and I would love to give you the opportunity to talk about where you would like to go in the afterlife and kind of why you believe you should go there.
All right. No, I'm a big fan of MMA. I think I'd like to go to an exciting afterlife. I think my pile driver on Mary Beth and that, bathroom, pool tile, concrete is real good evidence for me being a go-getter. I've always worked my entire life. I mean, drug smuggling, go-go dancing, birthing babies, um, drug mule again. It's just been one thing after another, and I think I deserve to rest. Patty, I think deserves a Patty Melt kind of afterlife. I want to be a grilled cheese between two Denzel Washingtons if you got those. I don't know if you have multiple, but I think you just spare me one and then I get in there and I just make it a golden corral. I make it my buffet of sorts.
Hmm.
I don't know what the church thinks about that kind of thing, just buffet of sex. But I do think that given that I procreated with a man who he just didn't believe in beans. I'll say that much.
Right.
I think I deserve some reprieve. I birthed out three babies. My mange looks like roast beef. I think I deserve a new one. Um,
Mhm. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my God timer going off. Um so
Pretty convenient. Pretty convenient. I'll just say that pretty convenient, but go ahead.
yeah, well, I do hear you in what you're talking about. I do think that there are some good things that you have done. I think you've been a good mother. And I think that a lot of the kind of more gray area aspects of your life are more a product of your environment more than
Mm.
something that you've done. However, I do think that there are some more questionable things in your life, such as being a drug mule. Um,
I'm a
and
woman of service. I am a woman of service.
um, so I think what I can do for you is I can give you something an afterlife that's more 6.5 out of 10. Um, it gets you a lot of things you want, but not quite everything. What I'm thinking is there is a place that we call the wastelands. And in this place, it is a bunch of people who roam free and fight and fuck.
Hmm.
However, in this afterlife, you will be surrounded by short men with
Oh.
quivers, who also have small penises.
Oh,
You
short
are
man with what? With coop?
with
What do they
short
have?
penises,
Short man, short penises, and oh my God.
and quick tempers. However, you are allowed to fight them,
Okay.
however you want. And if you so choose, you can have sex in whenever you want, however you want, with whoever you want. Um, so you get a little bit of both, but not quite all of it.
I mean, I do like to fight. I do have aggression in me left over from my time as a drug mule. Um, is it just me and it's just me and those tiny bean stalks? It's just me and those chops of celery. It's just that. It's just
There,
no.
there are a few women in there as well.
Okay, things can get weird. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. All right, that sounds eventful.
But all of the women have small bundas.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
One of them does have a third one. It's
It
not
sounds like
not your
home.
classmate.
Sounds like home. That's all right with me. That's all right. That is all right. I think I can make do with that.
Well, I am glad, and good luck in the wastelands.
Thank you so much. I cannot wait to go back to Neanderthalism.